Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's been a while that I don't have a new video, so I just decided, since I have some spare time today, to make another one. My idea is to make a series of video regarding the functions, the application of the Nokia Communicator. In my previous video you guys saw how to use the desktop and how to use some tricks to send a Word meeting file by SMS. So today, starting from the very beginning of the function of the phone, I like to talk about the telephony application, which is already integrated in the phone. The communicator, as you guys know, by itself, the name says communication, so it's a great tool for communicate. And the telephony function are simple but very useful for people that want to still use the phone and people that want to optimize the way of communicate. The phone can work in two different ways. When you close the phone, you're gonna have just a regular Nokia where you can take a call and make a call. Then when you open the communicator, the worlds open up. So we're going to talk in more the communicator function than the phone by itself. Okay, as you can see, this is like the main screen of the telephone. So this is the telephony application is integrated, built in the communicator. And on the right side we have like a call, recent call, a voice mail. If your provider supports the voicemail, you just need to press 1 and you can call straight your voicemail box. For call, as long as you select any contact, you can just press call and the call start. For recent call, this one is very important. Is like a list of the last call that you dialed, so that you can have a very quick access to what is the last number that you made a call or you received a call. Okay. So when you press menu, you are going to have all the function available. Here you're gonna have like the edit, so you can cut, copy and paste and select everything. Then you can zoom in and zoom out. For example, if I zoom in, just get bigger. Also the shortcut could be Control and less or plus. Sorry. Oops. I can make it smaller. Okay, and that's a shortcut. So menu, zoom, profiles. Okay, you can access to the profiles right here, and then you can modify your profiles. So you go on profiles and it opens the profiles. Then you can edit the existing one, you can make a new one, or you can just select one. So you can switch from, for example, this one I created, and I go from the meeting one or the silent one, or I just select the flight, so the airplane mode if I cannot use the phone at all. So very quickly we can adjust everything here, and let's see, for example, to edit. So you can name it. You can select the kind of ringtone you want, so like a normal, ascending, or ring once. Then you can select the tone. In this case, this is mine. Okay. You can adjust the volume of your ringtone. And then you can have the personal tone on. And then you have the alert sound, so the clock alarm, that's my clock alarm, the agenda alarm, the SMS, the fax. Then you're gonna have like the keyboard if you want loud or quiet, off, on, quiet, loud. The phone keypad the outside, and then the notification engine on. And then you can select also if you want to play ringtone for all the calls, VIP calls, not them, etc, etc. Okay, so you can access from the Telephony app straight to the profiles. Okay, let's go back. All right, so going back on menu, speed dial. So once I say speed dial, so you can associate to the 9 number outside the key mat of the phone the contact of your phone. If you often call a specific person or a specific landline for work or whatever it's gonna be, you can speed dial. So you can select here and you can assign starting from 1, that you cannot use the 1 because the number 1 is associated by default to the voicemail. As you can see, you have like 8 speed dials available. So those are, for example, my uncle, my aunt, my mother. Those people are just called like daily. So I just press 5 from the outside keypad, boom, I just call my aunt. I just press 8 to call my mother, and I just press 2 to call my uncle. Very simple. You can of course change it if you switch into another number, and you can totally remove it. So that's up to you if you like to use it or not. Okay. So network services. This is very important because sometimes you lost the connection, so you lost the signal, and you want to use this one. So you go on other services. I remember I was here, yeah, and then the phone automatically is going to looking for their own BTS, so their own signal, their own carrier. Or if you have a hard time to find yours, you can go on manual. Let's see if it does it. So let's open the antenna. I have a better reception. Let's go on manual. Let's see what happened. So the phone is looking for the closest network when my own network is not available. And if the carrier allowed you to link to somebody else, then you can still have like a reception. See, in this case, we still have a Vodafone in Italy, which is like the provider of this phone, but I also have a TIM, I have an iWind. So if a Vodafone doesn't work for some reason, and they allow me to use TIM, I can still have the network. And this is very, very, very useful. So let's leave it on automatic. You can send your phone, so which means like your identity. So when people call you, they know that it's your phone, or you can put it like on private. So nobody's gonna know who you are, so it's gonna be a private number. And this one, calling waiting, I think is like it's not habilitated anymore. It's just, let's check. Those are like old, you know, the old settings. It depends on your provider, so if it works or not. Okay, so going back, voice mail. So you can select like the specific number to call your voicemail box. Call. Let's see what is call. Call is a setting that you can have like the audio when the cover is open, and then automatically redial when you miss a call or you don't have an answer. So I just put on off on this one. Let's do a quick test on the call. I should have like here my there you go, the customer service on my company.
Ti diamo il benvenuto in O. Il tuo credito residuo aggiornato alle 10:32 è di €3,07.
Okay. As you can see, guys, the Nokia Communicator actually is pretty much famous for his loudspeaker, and I'm telling you, when I talk over the communicator to someone, always they say like, you change number. I mean, like, sorry, you swap like phone, because I can hear you very loud and clear. So this one is something amazing, because you can communicate it clearly, and I'm telling you also, like, the reception of this phone is amazing. Where my smartphone it doesn't work, this thing always get the signal. It catch the signal no matter what. Even 1 bar, I will be able to send a message or call. I'll tell you like a quick story. I was on my way back from the States to Italy, and no, actually, I was going to the States last year. I was going to the States, and I brought both of my phones. Okay, so I have a flight connection in it was Amsterdam, I guess. Anyway, and my smartphone, for some reason, I set up like the roaming and everything, has a hard time to get the signal. My communicator was like a full bars. And we're talking about inside the airport, outside the airport, aboard the airport, just before the takeoff. Like, my phone was always like a 4 bar, no problem. So the reception of this phone, I will suggest to have this phone. One of the main reasons, beside the beauty of the shape and the functionality, they are like unbeatable. Like, the phone, it will never leave you alone, so you will be always able to call, and if there is an emergency, you can count on your life on your phone for sure. I can tell you this. Okay, advanced. Let's see what is advanced here. Those are shut off. So at the time, you guys, back in 2000, we have a different kind of plan, especially in Europe. So having like a cell phone number was quite expensive. Nowadays, like we have like for little money, everything unlimited. For example, now that I live in Italy, I have a company that is called Very Mobile, and basically they offer everything unlimited. So I have a call and text unlimited. I have like about maybe 300 gigabytes, but even if I get out of gigabytes, they keep giving me the service with low speed, so unlimited, and I just pay €8. So amazing. At the time, it was kind of like expensive. So with this one, you could check the cost of your calls. So this one was very useful at the time. Tools. You can access immediately to your serial number, your IMEI, because this number is the identity of your phone, and you need it for a lot of reasons. The log is very useful because it logs all the calls and texts that you have done, and I think even like the data. Unfortunately, I don't have any data on the phone. It doesn't get like internet. But as you can see, we just made a call. So I have that one. I can use the number. I can filter by type. I can filter by direction, and I can use this log for example, add a number to someone. Let's say I get like, for example, this number right here. Okay. So I use the number. I can send a message, I can call it, I can add it to a contact. It's super useful. Even if I still have have this person in my contact, I can still add as a contact, or if I just dial the number, I can add to his name. I can send a short message from here, or I can just call. So this is very useful. That's like a communicator like application. Okay, what else? The last one, as we can, so before we can select from any menu, actually this one, we can select from any menu what is like the profile that you want. In this case, you only can select the profile. Here you can go on setting and modify that one, okay? So let's go also quickly on the outside, just for make the video totally, you know, full and clear about what is the phone. So when I press 2, I call my uncle, as we said before, okay? So when I need to call someone, of course I can type the number that I want, okay? I can select the profile. There is like a dedicated button here, okay? And I can go on menu, settings, call settings. So you can answer with any key if you like it. I don't like it, so I put it off. The automatic redial that we saw before, no. Speed dialing, yes, so I have the number associated. Call waiting, if it works with your provider. My number, yes, so people will be able to see my number. And call summary. This is important because if I call, okay, let's stay maybe a couple of seconds. Let's see if it give me like the time. 6 seconds. So you know how long it was your call. As you can see, like there is also another beautiful option that we are going to see in a second. Opening back the phone, okay? You have option when you call someone. You can put on hold, you can make a new call, you can send the tone, I don't know if this one is still work, and ends the call. Access to your contacts, or the menu, or mute. Okay, I just put on hold for example. Option, new call, search. I call someone, for example. I don't know. And I call. Okay. Okay, let's go back to the phone for the last important function. So you can absolutely make a conference. So let's say that you are in a meeting with someone, okay? And then I'm gonna call, let's pretend that this one is gonna be one of my partner in business, okay? So I'm gonna call, let's see, what is it? No, that's the telephony, okay. I need to go on the same one. Okay. So I'm gonna call my partner. And then while I'm talking to this person, I want that somebody else participate. So I go on new call, I call somebody else, for example, let's see, let's call this one. See, I put the one on hold, the one is active, conference. Boom. We are three people talking. Ora conference comments. See? Drop. And you know, like guys, this is simple because I know every smartphone can do that. But think about it, like back in 2002, when you have a phone like this, you can make a conference call. You can send a fax, you can send emails, you can browse internet, you can watch video, you can listen music, you can create your own tones, you can connect to a computer, you have the full word package. You couldn't get it better than this. I know that those functions are like a very basic and simple, and maybe someone that doesn't know the Nokia communicator is looking this video, so like, what are you talking about? I have like an iPhone that makes like everything I want. I have like a beautiful, I don't know, like a last generation Samsung that has like a wonderful screen, and again, this is like a substitute even my TV, my computer, my tablet. That's not the point. The point is like the simplicity and the direct way, I would say, to accomplish tasks. It's important to have like a tool like this nowadays that gets you like straight to the point with not much distractions, and you can still do everything you want. By the way, I have also the camera. So the camera that connects by infrared with this phone and the camera, I can work. So I take a photo of my project, whatever, I just send it to the phone, and I can make a full spreadsheet, whatever I want, like a presentation, a Word. So I really still use this phone without a problem, because even if the apps and of course the version of Word and all the Word package in general, like a Microsoft, it's outdated, it's still working perfectly for what you need to do. So if you love this phone, please don't give up. Learn something more every day. Love your phone, take care of your phone, and use it in the way it deserves to be used. Okay guys, I hope you like this short tutorial video. I hope that my love and passion about the Nokia communicator can reach as much as possible people, because I want that this phone keep its place on the throne, as I like to say every time, because for me this is the king of the phones. This phone is in my pocket every day since I was 22, you guys. I'm 44 now. We're talking about this phone has been with me for 22 years. Some people think that maybe this is like crazy, insane. But you know, when you like something, you love something, and you find what you're really looking for, what is the purpose of switching with something else when you find for what is your vision, your perfect device? For me, this is like beyond the perfection of what I could even imagine to have as a smartphone in my pocket. And that's why I love it. That's why I have my channel. That's why I do those small video. That's why I just learn how to do a little repair on the phone, and you can see also my tutorial video how I disassemble, reassemble the phone, because it's a genuine and true passion about this wonderful device. Guys, it was a pleasure to spread this knowledge. I hope you guys didn't get bored about like all my you know, like my sentences on my feelings about the phone, but it's what it is. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you at the next video. Bye.